Hello everybody, we are back on this Friday evening once again. We're here for what is now Season 12 for the GFRL Bahrain Grand Prix. Round number 1 here in Sakir. We'll be racing at the Bahrain International Circuit. They're testing here in real life at the moment. We will not be testing, we will be racing. This track has 15 corners. Track distance of 3.3 miles, 5.4 kilometers if you're old enough to speak like that. 3 DRS zones along this track, which hopefully will make overtaking a lot easier. Hopefully there'll be a lot of overtaking action today. Qualifying coming up, followed by a 50% race, but before that, let's jump to qualifying. Here we are, back with Season 12, and to kick things off, I am not alone. I will be joined soon alongside Aubrey, reunited once again, once his game updates. So you're stuck with me for now, but Aubrey is here, I promise you. I think, I hope. Right, who is on track? Jeremy is the first one to hit the track in Season 12. And he has left it quite late still. We have joined the session 2 minutes late. And only now has the Ferrari appeared on track. Ferrari with a very strong lineup this season. Kartracer and Jeremy. Kartracer, the driver everyone wanted as their reserve last season when their driver couldn't race. But he has signed a full contract with Ferrari. Alongside Jeremy. So they, early ons, will be the ones to beat, you would think. Aubrey wants an invite. Just in time for the first flying laps. Here comes Jeremy then. Tatox has left the session. That isn't good for the McLaren driver. Into turn 1 comes the Ferrari. Through sector 1. Pretty clean through the first 3 corners. DRS open. That Alpine staying well out of his way. Not wanting to impede him at all by the looks of things. That is the extreme of moving out of the way. It's a 28-0 through the first sector for the Ferrari. As he comes down now into turn number 8. Clean so far. Obviously it will be, what do you call it? A preliminary lap? What do you call the first lap? A basement lap? No. Oh, that's going to really annoy me.
No. I guess you would call it, what, like your first flying lap?
Your first flying lap before your actual one. There's a name for it, I swear.
Outlap.
Outlap. No. Don't worry. We'll skip over it. It's a 105.9 through the first 2 sectors for Jeremy.
Notice the V-carb is pink.
Sorry?
Is it just me that the V-carb is pink for?
Yeah, one of them's probably running a special livery.
Didn't know you could run special liveries on the normal cars.
And indeed, it's a 127.8 from the Ferrari, and you have to wait quite a while for the next car to cross the line. Trick shot has invalidated. Joaz is on the lap. He will be next across the line. Can he beat Jeremy? He's currently on provisional pole, but why would he not be? He's the only one so far to set a lap time, so if he wasn't on provisional pole, I would be a bit concerned. Here comes Joaz across the line. He goes even quicker. It's a 127.6. He is now the one to beat. Apart from, he isn't. Bobby is with a 127.3. The laps constantly changing. Quick shot. His lap was validated.
Right behind his teammate by 1/10. Oh, the Williams has a special livery as well. Is that a new feature this game where you can just, like select special liveries for every car?
Yeah, I think
Like,
so.
interesting. They've all chosen to run they've all chosen to run special liveries. Oh my, oh my. There's a glitch on my screen. Phantom Fox is missing his entire front nose cone on my screen.
Oh dear. Well, I have it, so that's good.
That's good. I just find that funny. Alright, who else still on a lap?
Arctag is
Well,
coming round the
Phantom,
final corner.
trick shot invalidated.
Arctag P7. We did miss a few laps earlier. The Alpine of Porios. Only half a tenth down. Hyrox fits himself into P3. There is a Ferrari crossing the line, but I'm sure that is probably just to go into pit lane. Tatos will be starting a lap. On Gak Text, he's crossing the line as well. What does he do? P8, 1.6 seconds down, so that obviously wasn't a... Ooh, if you want to consider it that. Who's next? Phantom. It's always a game of who is next. I believe it is the Haas. There is an Alpine, but it's going very, very slow into turn 14. So he's either pitting or he's preparing for a next flying lap. But I would assume it is to come into the pits. Phantom Fox. What can he do across the line? P8, 1 second
Yeah.
down.
These liveries are fascinating me. We've got like 12 different liveries on the grid.
Yeah, they're good.
I do like them. This is impressive.
Atos, a new signing to McLaren. Alongside Joaz for season 12, who was in McLaren last season. He retains his seat. Tatos moving from a short stint at Aston Martin towards the end of the season. An impressive run in the eyes of the McLaren team principal, me. What can he do, though? In his first qualifying lap of the season, he puts it straight on provisional pole. It's a 1:27.1. And that is what we like to see. Jamie Dodger cannot beat him. 57 milliseconds down, and I swear that was the exact same gap as it was before Tatos put the lap in between P1 and P2. I will never know because I'll never see it ever again until I make the highlights. By then it's too late to even make a comment on it. So McLaren P1, P6, 14 cars on the grid. A reminder, it's top 12 that score points this season, which should make it a bit more exciting, hopefully. Phantom Fox is 9 seconds down, no room for improvement for him, as this is where things start to calm down a bit. And in the period of calming down, let's have a look at the previous winners here in Bahrain. And the last race here was actually in Season 9. That was won by Edwin. Season 7 was, I'm not going to pronounce that, Season 4, Dominic Nilsson, and Season 3 and 2 from Jehoram. We've only raced here 6 times. Very early on in the league, mostly as well. Not later on. Season 9 to Season 12 is quite a big gap for a track like
Going back
Bahrain.
to the aircraft. Dominic Nielsen. Big guy.
Davido, thank you. That's what I mean. It's called a banker lap. A banker lap.
Well, as Gary Neville once said, this was the banker. Oh, the name that you couldn't pronounce, that was Zwied.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Davido for telling me the correct answer. Phantom is on a lap here.
Captain Paul! Kart Racer almost crashed. At
Did
least
he?
on my screen. On my... Okay, maybe he didn't. I think I desynced for a moment. On my screen, he took a trip through the gravel, exiting turn 3.
Interesting. We'll see when he crosses the line. Phantom Fox does improve, but not by enough to move up a position. I've been told in the race there is a 42% chance of rain here in Bahrain. But
Pardon me?
no,
I've never seen rain on the circuit. I've never seen a drop.
neither have
Is
I.
I've been in the F1 game and seen Saudi Arabia have rain, but not Bahrain. Never Bahrain.
No, me neither.
I've
That
never
could
seen
be
above a
interesting.
9% chance of rain in Bahrain before. Didn't
Will
it one
be.
time rain in real life in Abu Dhabi during an F1 race?
Um, if it has, I've not seen it. I'll be very surprised.
Right.
Here is Kart Racer. He's coming to cross the line. How much time did he lose by his venture in the gravel? Oh, obviously not much, because he's gone quickest. The 1:27.009, 1.2 tenths quicker than Tatos, who now moves himself down into P2. He is on an outlap though, so he will be ready to instantly fight back at Kart Racer for the pole position spot.
I think
Ollie
Ollie Hornby just set a lap and went P9 with it.
He'd go
How do you
P9.
pronounce the lad in P3's name? Zanatanos?
I just called him Tatos.
I think Zanatanos or Zanatatos would be it, but yeah, Tanos would work.
Xanatatos. That's what Xanatatos. I don't know.
Alright, Zanatatos. Yes, let's try to say that from now on.
Cybanix comes into the pit lane. Who is next across the line? Is it Ongaktex? No, it's not. I believe it's his teammate Hyrox. Ongaktex looks like he's on a very good lap. Hyrox is invalidated, so actually, tell a lie. It won't be him, and it will
Now
be
Ongaktex
Ongaktex.
around, but before that, there will be the McLaren of Zanatatos who's going to be completing his outlap. Let's see what Ongaktex can put up. So 128.5. Did he improve with that? Yeah, that's his best. That's his personal best. Still has him at second, bottom of the order. See if he can set another lap to improve. Paulos or okay. Yeah, we really need to work on these names.
Yeah, we do. Anyway.
Why can't people have normal usernames? Is my question.
Well, yeah.
We're gonna ask some questions.
Jammy starts the lap, and while it pops into my head, I'm going to mention this is where you had this circuit. You had quite an iconic commentary moment, in my mind at least.
Yep.
When I went
Yeah.
to take the win.
Well, it wasn't in this league.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't in this league. It was in ICR Div 2.
Was it ICR?
When
I think it was
when I was lapped.
FMRL, was it?
What? What? No. Wait, this was when I gave you the title by stealing the fastest lap.
Oh,
point,
I'm
right?
talking about something else. This circuit's got two pieces of history for me.
Oh, are you talking about the one commentary moment when I
When I overtook Ollie on the
wait,
final lap of the race to win in, was it FMRL?
Oh, was it you? Oh, I thought it was Edwin. No, it was you.
It was me. Yeah. Oh, Tatos! So close!
Zanatatos. How far off was it? Oh, wow! A 10th! Or no, 1,000th!
1,000th of a second off pole position for the McLaren. He's not got long to get back to the pit lane. 4 minutes. Maybe he's got enough time, you'd like to assume. But that is close.
Jimmy Dodgers on a lap. He's going to have to run back to the pit lane. What's this lap going to look like in his white Red Bull? Oh, he's going to go to the pit lane.
It's probably the sensible option if you haven't improved by too much. But yeah, I do remember that actually. You getting the fastest lap to give me the ICR Division 2 world title. That was because at the time I was losing the title. I could do absolutely nothing about it. I was like, oh, this is awful. And then I see you pop up with the fastest lap. I was like, that is brilliant.
Well, I think it was so close that a fastest lap point for either of you two would have won it.
Yeah, that's it.
If neither of you got it, you won.
And at the time,
and so both of you, you boxed and he was winning the race as well. You boxed to steal the fastest lap point because you would have automatically retained P2. There were only 4 people there.
I couldn't get fastest lap.
And he boxed as well.
Yeah.
Not to go for the fastest lap, but to block you from getting the fastest lap.
Yeah.
which had risk because he could have given you the win.
Yeah.
Um, but in the end, it didn't even matter because um,
You came in
my
clutch.
penultimate lap. You guys were on your final. I was on my penultimate lap because I was so slow. But I boxed myself to try and help you and get the fastest lap point, and I got it. I beat my. I beat at the time my personal best lap in that entire race was a 1:33, and I set a 1:30 on that lap to get the fastest lap.
Wow. The effort is still appreciated. I will tell you that.
And then because Luca and Leon were so bored that they just joined the race chat to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
talk to us. What? What
Well,
happened?
I think there
Okay.
was a
Okay, Paulos. We pronounce P1 Paulos.
follows. Okay.
I would
Well, there's only 4 drivers in the race, wasn't it? It was me, you, Nico,
Ollie.
and
Yeah,
Ollie.
Ollie Nico.
Yeah. But anyway, memories. Ages ago.
Good times.
Good times. Well,
Paulos.
arguable. Arguable. No one liked ICR, but everyone still raced there. Why? I've got no clue.
Did people really not like it? I thought. I don't know. It was good at one point. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, it had some good times. Season 4 onwards, it was just like, what are we doing?
Season 3 was the best time.
I agree. Anyway, back to the current GFRL action. Ollie Hornby is out on a lap. He will be first out of all drivers to set their final flying lap. He's currently in P10, 1 second off the current fastest lap. I think I read him in the chat saying he doesn't have a setup, so that is definitely not going to help him around this circuit in qualifying. But we'll have to wait and see. What is his Sector 1 time? Bearing in mind he needs to improve by a second throughout the lap. He is 2/10 up. So not too bad at the moment as he comes into turn 8.
And what I will trademark as the Pink Panther. That's what I'm going to call this car.
Off the wheel, he does into 10. But it doesn't really affect him too much. He opens DRS down this back straight into turn 11. It's a long left-hander that just almost keeps going and going until you have to turn right. Bit flat out. Easy flat. He uses the inside curb in previous games. That would have been a huge risk, and he's 7/10 up on his original lap. Which means, depending on how quick he is through the final sector, he could be competing for pole. How clean can he keep it through these final 2 corners? Turn 14, that was good. Turn 15, that is like you're not going through a corner. Ollie, DRS. And to P3, it's not enough. He's 1/10 down.
Impressive. Behind him, Cybanix is on a 128.888. That will not see him go up any positions. He will start at the back unless someone gets disqualified before it's over with. Phantom next. He's going to set something in the 128, 128.0, gets him P12. Behind him, Jamie Dodger finishes his lap. 127.1 was his best time. I don't know if that was his personal best that he just set or not. The Alpine of Paulos to the line.
Doesn't improve, but crashes
Does
into
not
a wall.
improve and crashes in spectacular fashion.
Bobby's up,
Bobby
P3.
Lyons is next. He goes P3, 126.954. And Aston is next. I think it's Hyrox. Yes, it is Hyrox. He will stay P7, did not improve. Mercedes behind him of Trickshot goes above Hyrox with a 127.506. Jeremy's left the session.
Tatos gets pole.
Zanatatos steals the pole position. His teammate Joaz goes 2/10 quicker. 1 Aston left. It's Ongiak Tex. Can he go up above P13? I do not know yet.
No, he cannot.
No, he's not.
So it is the McLaren in his debut for the team, taking pole position with a 126.7. Behind him is Paulos, 1.3 tenths down with a 126.8. Second row, Bobby and Ollie, and from there you can see the rest of the grid for yourself. It will be Cybanix at the back in P14. Not too bad. Not too bad. Pretty good qualifying session. Hopefully the race will be good. Otherwise, I won't be entertained. and we run off entertainment in this industry. It is raining. It is raining here in Bahrain. Wow, that is insane. I've never seen this before.
Really?
They've got the inters out, I believe, in Bahrain.
Yo, what if the game glitches and they get dries?
Oh, that'd be so bad if the game glitches and they get dries. I doubt it though, because they've got inters in the McLaren garage there. I'm trying to look on the left-hand side of my screen. You can't see it on the stream, but I think the tyres look green.
Oh,
Rain
I'm
in
driving.
Bahrain. Oh, you're driving. Oh, you should have pressed spectate.
Wait, not yet. I have to start the race. I will give you a bird's eye view from turn 1. I think this is actually the 3rd time in a row I've had to do this.
I think it is. I think every time you come and commentate in a league race, you
I think I've
join
had to
late.
have an update for my game every time because
Have
I
an update.
only get on this game for this.
Oh
So
dear.
I genuinely think I have to update my game every time, which makes me late. And so I join the session spectating quali, and then it makes me do the race. But I'll retire after this. Or maybe I'll plug my wheel in right now and I'll stick around.
Maybe up to you. But I'll take the start then in rainy Bahrain. That's unbelievable. Here we go. The rain is falling on the Bahrain International Circuit. The 5 red lights are out. It's a good start from Tatos. Bit sketchy by the looks of things. Here they come. Coming into turn 1, the McLaren will stay in the lead. Just about the Alpine on his outside. No, the Ferrari going off the track further back. What else is going on? There's contact between Kart Racer and the V-Carb, I believe. Joaz is up into P6. Is he going to look on the inside of Kart Racer? No, he's not. But Jammy Dodger's looking on the inside of Joaz. Through turn 4, there's a yellow flag. That's because Aubrey has retired. But Jammy Dodger does get back past Joaz. Trick shot. Looking to get past the McLaren.
Oh, down the inside. Ollie Hornby looked on Paulos. Yeah, it was Paulos he looked on. And then Paulos makes his own move on Bobby Lyons. And they're going to go side by side through turns 9 and 10. Who will come out ahead? Bobby Lyons makes the dive to hold his position.
A good piece of late braking. Jammy is past Kart Racer. He'll be up into P5. A good move from him through turn 10, which isn't over yet. It continues going into turn 11. It's the inside for the Red Bull. Does it work out? We're riding on board now with the Ferrari. Oh, there's a bit of contact.
Turn 13 is this?
Yeah, turn 12.
Oh!
Ooh!
He almost lost it.
Joaz alongside.
And that's going to give Joaz a chance to go down the inside, but Jamie Dodger holds it for now.
Bobby's in the lead. We've missed this. On the inside of turn 14, Tatos has lost the race lead, and we've missed that through the carnage further back. A new race leader, it is Bobby as we cross the line.
Not going to be for long. Zanatanos is using all of his battery to go back past, but so is Bobby Lyons. They're going to be side by side going to turn 1. The McLaren on the outside, the Red Bull on the inside. They touch wheels. They're still alongside. Bobby Lyons squeezes him out, and he will hold the race lead for, I'd assume, the majority of the rest of lap 2, if not all of lap 2.
Yep, only time will tell. There are 28 more laps to go, though, so I'm sure Tatos will not be worried. I think strategy will also come into play. Although the possible race strategies that's just popped up on my screen says inters throughout the whole race. So I'm hoping it's not a full inter race.
Well, the game doesn't really, that's just a glitch in the F1 game. It doesn't really give you, it doesn't predict switches to dries. It doesn't take the weather stopping into account. So it could very well become dry. I'd hope it becomes dry in Bahrain. You know, that's the interesting thing. Sometimes drivers prepare for rain, or they're used to, they've raced in rain in certain circuits before, but I don't think anybody's ever experienced a drop of rain at this circuit before. So
Trick shot's gone off the track. Jeremy's found himself back into P13. Trick shot's lost a bit of his front
Jeremy is not in the
wing.
lobby currently. Actually, we need to try to invite him. I don't have him added.
Oh, Jeremy's not in. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying he disconnected at the last like 15 seconds of qualifying.
I didn't realise that. I don't think I have him added. I'm sure he'll find his way back. Here is Hyrox on the inside of Cybanics. Easy move for the Aston Martin as we move back to the front. Bobby Lyons with a 140.1 has a 1.8 second gap over Tatos. And it almost looks like he's got
Ollie
a wet
Hornby's
setup out
going to
there.
go down the inside of. Hornby drifts it into the apex, and it works. The move sticks in his pink V-carb. He has passed Zanatanos. And now the Alpine will be the next to try to overtake the Greek driver as Jamie Dodgers
Kart races on the
deviates
inside
off
of the
racing
Alpine.
line.
The Alpine is overtaken himself. So he
All
drops
else is
into
powerless
P5.
for anything.
Jamie looking into turn 6, sorry. Doesn't get a move on the Alpine. Maybe into turn 8. He'll be a bit too far back. But Tatos here looks like he's really struggling. He goes wide through turn 8. Kart races right on his back. To go into the sharp turn 10. The McLaren here is really struggling. He's already lost 1.4 seconds to the V-carb ahead, and Kart Racer thought he was next to him, but maybe he's not. He's got to be careful here. The McLaren obviously hasn't prepared for the wet. I don't blame him. I wouldn't believe the weather if it had rain.
Ollie Hornby appears to be reeling in Bobby Lyons a little bit, a few tenths per corner or sector. Set purple sector 2. So it appears he is better conditioned for the race pace.
Lyons right on the back here.
This is good. Yeah, this might be the podium going for Zanatanos. Ollie Hornby sets another fastest lap. I think the track might be... No, it's not drying. It's still raining. But these two are side by side for P3. Did they touch on the straight? Looked like they might have banged wheels a little bit.
Doesn't matter.
Kart Racer locks it down. Locks it down to get P3. Jamie Dodger goes past Paulos. Paulos slipping from... Did he start in P3?
I think
he's
so.
in P6
P2
now.
he started.
Now he's in P6.
So the front row starters really dropping off. Tatos has lost his podium. So has Paulos. The P1 and P2 have dropped down to P4 and P6.
Joaz
Could get even
trying
worse.
to go on the outside at turn 7. It does not work. He has to back off.
Ollie is within 1 second now of Bobby for the lead. That is one to keep an eye on as well.
Phantom has caught up to the back of this lead group that have all been fighting for podium spots throughout the last couple laps.
Indeed, yeah, very good for him. As it looks like the Jamie Dodger there going up. We're just moving off the racing line there. Has the rain stopped? No, it's still raining. I have a feeling it's going to be
still coming
winter
down.
race.
The Bahraini people experiencing their first shower in 4 years. That is, I mean, as in the rain, not as in they have not showered in 4 years. That is
I was gonna say that was a.
That sounded somewhat derogatory. That's not what I meant. That is not what I meant.
That will be clip.
That sounded really bad.
That will
I did
be
not
clip.
realize what I would say.
Aubrey, yeah. That will be a new one for the YouTube Shorts.
No, nobody. That didn't happen. I didn't
did.
think before I spoke. I really.
That was crazy. I was thinking, what are you going on about?
I meant as in the first rain shower.
Yeah.
They're experiencing rain for the first time in about the first time in 4 years. Because they
quite nice.
Joke saying they never get rain, but it sounded like it was racist.
I mean, yeah, it did sound quite racist. I'll be honest.
I obviously did not believe what I accidentally said.
Anyways, that doesn't matter. The field is sort of separating now. The gaps between cars are growing, although I say that Jamie Dodger is on the back of Talos in P4. And well, and it's like navigate. They are moving off the racing line. I don't really know how well it works in this game if they're moving off the racing line to cool the tyre temperatures. I don't think it's as realistic as in real life for moving off the racing line. And I do wonder if this is the wet conditions where you sort of consider slick tyres. I don't know if it's just a bit too wet, but normally you'll sort of see a few puddles on the track and They aren't really there here, so I do wonder if slicks are in the back of their mind. But like anything though, that is a huge risk as Tatos goes very deep through turn 14. Bobby gets the fastest lap of the race, but Tatos is in trouble here. Jammy looks for the inside, going down the main straight. What can he do? Going into turn 1, can he outbrake the McLaren? He locks up the inside, there's a bit of contact. As they'll still be side by side through turn 2, the McLaren just about stays ahead. So the mistake not too costly. Cybanic's in the pits. 10-second penalty. He retires anyway. So that was a slight moment of danger for Tatos, nearly losing P4, but he just about held on to it. He is losing so much time to P3. 3 seconds is the gap between him and Car Tracer. You can almost see why Jammy Dodger wants to get a bit of a move on. He thinks he is quicker than this McLaren in front as they come into turn 10. DRS. Is DRS enabled? No, it's not. Purely based on battery power. That's how they will be racing. It's too far back for Jammy. He's got to be really close to the McLaren if he wants to make a move, which is why last time around was almost the perfect opportunity, which he didn't take. That's very slidey through turn 12 there. All over the place is this McLaren. He's not losing as much time 2P3 as he was before. Pace from the front three, sort of neutralising a bit now. Jammy, 5/10 behind Tatos. You think he's a bit too far back, even though it is half a second. Without DRS in these rainy conditions, it is very hard to get the pace advantage that you need for an overtake. You are almost relying on a mistake, which is why Jamie will probably be kicking himself. He didn't capitalise on Tatos' mistake earlier on, and he is falling behind a bit now. 9/10 is the gap. Those are your position changes at the moment. Loads of people dropping, loads of people going up. Jeremy is still not joined. I think he is just gone. Which means pretty much the 12 finishers will be the 12-point scorers. So all you need to do, bring it home and you'll get a point on the board for yourself and your team. It's just how much points can you bring on. Gak Text and Phantom Fox have both gained 4 positions. They will be pretty happy with that, probably. And the top 3 each have all gained 2, get to where they were. So they started P3, 4 and 5. They're now 1, 2 and 3. I'm sure they won't be complaining. Car Tracer has sort of gained on Ollie. That's sort of a 1 second gap now. It's not anything probably that Ollie will be concerned of at the moment. Jammy is closer to Tatos than Kart Racer is to Ollie. Arc Tag. Or was it just an overtake? There was an overtake in turn 14. Trick Shot overtaking Arc Tag. And he zooms off the straight. He is nowhere to be seen for Arc Tag now. He's fully made that move done. Kart Racer is really close on the back of Ollie now. He has gained, whether that be through an Ollie mistake or pure pace. We'll soon find out as we ride on board with the Ferrari. It is slippy out there as we are on lap 8. No signs of the rain easing off. I think in this game, if your race starts with it, mostly ends with it, to be honest. I think this happened in, was it Japan last season as well? It was just inters for the whole race. I kept getting told it would dry up, but it never did. The 2 Aston Martins swapping position into turn 9. Hyrox overtaking on Gak Text. Maybe a strategic move from the 2 Aston Martins. Kart Racer looking forward though. He's still got 20 laps if he does want to make a move. There is no rush. He will have to pit at some point. So all these things will be in the mind of not just Kart Racer, but every single driver on the grid. How do they gain positions? How do they improve their pace? Guess we, as the observer, will have to wait and see how the race unfolds. Kart Racer looks like he's gaining on Ollie here very, very quickly. He'll go for the inside into turn 1. What can he do side by side with Ollie? Ollie on the inside for 2. Enough room is allowed for him, and Kart Racer does get the move into P2. Trickshock and Paulos. No, Paulos has pitted actually, so he will be moving down the order. I wonder what tyres he will be on. So Ollie down into P3. I believe, was it? Someone made a move further down. I didn't see who it was. Oh, here goes Ollie on the inside of 8. I was looking to the left. I wasn't looking at the track, so I don't really know what happened there. Kart Racer keeps his position. That's all I know. Look at the tyre situation. Paulos has gone on to new intermediates, so he's not considered slicks. It does look a bit too wet for slicks, actually, to be fair. There is some slight moisture around the track, but Ollie sliding through turn 11. Really trying to keep up to Kart Racer. Kart Racer goes wide on the exit of 12. That will definitely allow Ollie in a bit closer, and maybe down the straight he can get his revenge on the Ferrari as he did last lap. Another mistake from Kart Racer, but Ollie pits, so it won't be punished for now, but Ollie potentially going for an undercut on the Ferrari, so it's a strategic move coming into play as the tyres are obviously worn down enough to warrant the pit stop. Lap 10, I assume if it stays into the whole race, it will be a 2-stop race. If you extend to lap 15, for you, maybe it'll be a 1, but I do not see Ollie going to the end on these set of tyres, on this set of tyres. He will get out ahead of Arc Tag, which is crucial for the V-Carb. He has some clean air, he can manage his pace, and just hope it's quicker than the pace of Kart Racer. Yeah, Jeremy's definitely still gone. Where am I going? So Ollie, yeah, looking for the undercut. The question is, when will Kart Racer react? If he does, or will he be managing his own race? Will he not be bothered by Ollie pitting early? I say it all the time, we'll have to wait and find out. I hate waiting and finding out, I just want to know, but there is no choice. The only way to know is by waiting, and is by finding out eventually. So Bobby still in the lead. He's built a 5.5 second gap. I assume he's got no reason to pit. Maybe he will be considering a 1-stop. I mean, it is probably split between 1-stop, 2-stop. What do you do? Kart Racer will be carrying on, so he isn't phased by the pit stop of Ollie, who's now in P10. He keeps going, managing his own race. So maybe they are aiming for a 1-stop. It probably is possible. It was possible on the possible race strategies graphic before the race. And it looks like maybe that's what most people are doing. There's no rush to come into the pits. Ollie overtakes Trickshot because Trickshot is the next to pit for the Mercedes. Paulos 1:38.8, fastest lap of the race in the Alpine. New front wing for Trickshot as well. I did mention earlier on in the first or second lap he had a bit of front wing damage. That is to be replaced. You might as well, while you're in the pit. Paulos overtakes his teammate Arc Tag with the fresh tyres. That probably wasn't so much of a taxing move as you would think. Arc Tag drops outside the top 10 as the gaps are quite big in between drivers. Ongyak is sort of close to his teammate, but we saw Hyrox overtake Ongyak into turn 9, and it sort of looked like a planned manoeuvre. So I don't think we'll see Ongyak re-overtaking Hyrox anytime soon. They're probably in direct communication with each other. Tatos has found a bit of pace, hasn't he? Back within a second of Car Tracer, so maybe now he's decided to use his tyres. He's still in contention, back into a podium playing position. Car Tracer now pits. So, doesn't seem like a response to Ollie, because he's extended by a lap. So, playing his own game does seem still an early pit stop if you are aiming for a one stop. So you kind of think Ollie here is going to overtake Car Tracer. Joaz also came into the pits. Trick shot gets a 3-second time penalty. And yeah, Ollie with the fastest lap of a 1:38.7 is miles ahead of Car Tracer. Look at that gap as they come out of the pit lane. 4 seconds in 2 laps. So it looks like the undercut gains you around 2 seconds in this race so far. That's about after sort of 10-12 laps of tyre use. Tatos is in the race lead. What will he do? He is the new race leader, of course. I just said that. Jammy is behind him, 1.2 seconds. So he's now got a decision to make. Obviously, he's not got an attempted undercut off him, but if it is 2 seconds a lap, where the advantage is for the undercut, you're going to lose a lot of time if you wait 3 laps. As he goes wide there, that's definitely a track limit violation for the McLaren. As that allowed Jammy to gain some time. He's within half a second now. Is the Red Bull. This is probably a fight. In realistic terms, neither of them won in terms of tyre preservation. I see one of these two pitting this lap. Tatos probably can't. Tatos came in the pits. That was nearly very dangerous there. Tatos wanted to come into the pit, but Jammy almost didn't allow him to. That would have, been really dangerous. Jammy, though, thankfully, did have the brain to back off and allow the McLaren to come into the pit lane. The McLaren made his intention to clear by sort of nudging to the right, saying, "Here, mate, I'm coming into the pit lane. What are you going to do about it?" Jammy stays out. Tatos, way down in P8, not too far in front of his own teammate. They once had 3 positions separating them. So maybe not what he would have wanted. He's lost a lot of time. He's behind Paulos, Car Tracer, Ollie and Bobby. So probably in net race P4, net race P5 now. So I mean, that's probably where he was originally. It was P4. So in terms of time, though, he's lost quite a bit. So yeah, Ongyak Text is quite close to the back of Arctag. Is it dried up? No, it's not. It's still raining. Boo. Boo-hoo. Trick shot overtakes Jeremy's AI as Ongyak Text goes a bit deep. A bit wide. Through turn 10. He gets a good exit though, and that's what he will be wanting. Can he look for a move on the inside? Yes, he can, and it's a move that is done with a decent amount of ease. He wasn't too taxed by that. Bobby passes High Rocks, who comes into the pit lane. Phantom does as well. Bobby with a 1:38.5. New fastest lap. So the track obviously is ramping up. Car Tracer a 1:38.4. He is now in P4. Jammy maybe is playing a one-stop game here. Would be surprised to see someone give it a go. He's obviously being bold, being brave. 2 seconds a lap. It's about, I mean, that's only based on Ollie and Car Tracer. That's based on no one else. So could be completely different depending on the time of the race, depending on tyre age. But I'm sure as the tyres get older, Jammy's pace will be decreasing. If he pits this lap, he's got 15 laps on the next stint, so just an extra lap. I'm sure, though, he'll want the extra lap of tyre life in the second part of this race. So I see him staying out for one more lap and then coming in to the pit lane. He is losing a lot of time, though. Last time I looked, it was 6.5. It's now 5.2. The gap is going down by an insane amount. Which begs the question, surely he just has to pit this lap. But this is the risk of playing the alternate strategy. So yeah, here he comes into the pit lane. Jamie, in like half a lap, lost 2 seconds to his teammate, which is not what he would have wanted. It'll be really, really interesting to see where he feeds back out into this race. New Inters go on the Red Bull, as it looks like Joaz will get past. Who is Tatos on the inside of Paulos in the Alpine, the McLaren fighting back the position he lost through the pit stops back into P4, which is now P4. It's not net race P4 because everyone ahead of him has come into the pit lane one time on the same strategy as him, you would think. Jamie has rejoined the track in P7, 5 seconds behind Joaz, who is also quite close to the Alpine ahead of him. He was close to his teammate as well when his teammate rejoined the pit lane. That was a dodgy moment from Joaz on the exit of turn 7. That could have ended badly. It was a good hold by the McLaren, to be fair. He did well to keep his car going in a straight line. Car Tracer has overtaken Ollie, who has spun off the track down at turn 10. Not what the V-Carb would have wanted. He goes down into P6. Maybe a simple mistake from the V-Carb of Ollie, you would assume, unless there was any contact, based on where his car was. Oh yeah, he's missing a bit of front wing. Maybe there was a bit of contact. Who knows? Guess we will never know till after the race. By that time I won't be able to tell you what the answer was. Jamie's close. Back off the V-Carb, who, yeah, quite simply gets out of his way. Wouldn't be surprised. Will we see?
That actually looks like quite a lot of front wing. He must have taken a big hit there.
Really forgot you. Yeah. Ollie's coming in really slowly into the lane.
Oh, collision. Joaz and Paulos almost collide.
Ollie retires. Joaz on the inside of 4. More contact with the Alpine, who does get pushed off the track. Will the game signal that as an illegal manoeuvre? I don't think they will. Didn't exactly force him off the track, but contact maybe led him off it. Maybe one for the stewards post-race. Joaz won't care for now, though.
Ollie said class fan attack in the chat, so I think it's wheel died.
Oh. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. That would explain why he's retired and how his car ended up in the position it ended in. So Joaz got a good gap now on Paulos, 5/10. About 2 laps of excitement there. The race is kind of neutralised now. We still see Jamie Dodger moving off the racing line. Maybe get some more water through the tyres. The rain does look like it's eased off a bit. Doesn't look as heavy as it was. Maybe we may have a dry end to this race. The track does look a bit drier. Rain stopped. Oh, the rain has stopped. This will be interesting. Who will make the dive in the pits first? Who will be brave? We'll look at Bobby.
Bone dry.
It does look really dry, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Matter
of fact, I think it is dry.
Yeah. So we may even see Bobby coming in this lap. I wouldn't be surprised. So we'll have a fast-paced end to this race compared to the first part of it. We have 12, 13 laps remaining. Lap 17 out of 29. We've not had any sort of red flag, Wouldn't have a red flag. That's a bit extreme. Safety car or virtual safety car yet in this race.
Only one penalty.
Yeah, which is surprising. There's
One
loads of
track limit.
places to go off.
Yeah, Bahrain's a place that can be tedious for track limits.
Yeah, so well behaved with the drivers. Here comes Bobby. Around the final corner. Stays out.
Let's see what Car Racer does. You know, he might look at this and think, I have to take the jump. I have
Yeah.
to take the gamble.
He does.
Hope he does. Okay. This is... We have gotten exactly what I was hoping we'd get.
Mm.
When I saw the rain had stopped. Joaz stays out. They are trying to gamble on the fact that maybe the track isn't completely dry, but I think it is.
Hard tyres for both Tatos and Kart Racer. Joaz probably couldn't pit because his teammate came in first.
I feel like a medium would be smart here.
I agree. I do agree. I think although the mediums are sort of... I saw Tatos talk about it in the McLaren chat before the race. The mediums are 12 laps if you manage them. So maybe here they're playing it safe with the hards in case they need to push.
Phantom and Tex have gone with hards. Or no, medium. The three that have stayed out are the 2 Red Bulls and Joaz. Oh wait, no, Jeremy's AI has stayed out. Arctag is not come around yet. He stays out.
Yeah.
Will Bobby pit? Let's look at the gap. 6.
Tatos, not what he would have wanted. Coming out
Good
on
track
the
limit.
into slick. Sorry. What's this on board look like? Is he struggling for grip? Is it driving? It looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Interested here. These inters look like they're still getting pace.
Yeah, Bobby stays out.
They stayed out again.
Which is interesting. The thing is, the drier and drier it gets, the more and more those inters will wear, the higher their temperature will get. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Joaz come into the pit stop. Yeah, he will. And maybe
It would be
Jamie
interesting if
will
these
follow.
people make the mistake of staying out 1 lap too long and they cause a
Ooh!
and it causes them to like lose time. Oh wow.
Yeah, but Jamie has just set the fastest lap on the inters. So both Red Bulls staying out.
Not come around yet. Okay, the dry runners won't set a fastest lap this time though because they've been in the pit lane to start the lap.
True point.
So this is where we'll see what actually happens. Joaz has come out.
Whoa!
Oh, he's almost lost it on an exit. Okay, he's actually come out pretty close to Zanatanos, so maybe staying out was the right call. I feel like only 1 lap though, because now those tires are getting the temperature, the dries.
Yeah.
The right move was to, while those tires were cold, gain time and then box. So I feel like a second lap just isn't ethical. Or not ethical, smart.
Do you know what isn't ethical? Your comment against the Bahrainis earlier. DRS enabled. It definitely is dry now.
Yeah, this is... It's time. Currently, Kart Racer is 32 seconds to Bobby Lyons, so he's not going to catch him with the stop.
So Bobby, surely, please come into the pit lane. Yeah, he does. It's a sensible option. He's got no other choice but to pit now. I'm sure his teammate would also follow suit. Maybe he stayed out a couple laps to get onto the mediums here. No, he's going onto the hards. Okay.
What if Jamie tries to gamble and jump his teammate? No. No, wait, that wouldn't even work. Bobby Lyons already exiting pit lane.
17 seconds.
Where will Kart Racer factor out? Nowhere near Bobby. He will get past Jamie.
Yeah, Bobby's way ahead here. Kart Racer quicker.
Will the McLarens jump Bobby Lyons? Yeah, they will. Well, one of them will.
Yeah, Tatos
I don't know about the other one. I don't know about Joaz. I don't think he'll catch him. Oh, it's going to be close here.
It's turn 1. Don't forget, Jamie will have to heat up his tyres. On pit exit, Joaz last lap was struggling with tyre temperature through the first few corners. This could be crucial for Joaz.
DRS, he's on him here. He's on him. It's going to be close. Will he make a lunge?
Oh, he will. Oh!
They collide. Jamie Dodger goes wide because of it. Joaz has to catch a very, very deep save. That's impressive from him. getting that wheel flicked around.
Bold.
So he did not end up facing the wrong way. That was close. And you
Yeah.
have to think, did Jamie shut the door? Or was Joaz too late there?
Kart Racer, 3
Kart
seconds
Racer
time.
gets the track limits penalty.
I think,
Bobby Lyons just literally needs to bring it home now.
yeah, literally, I think Jamie maybe should have anticipated that Joaz was going to do that. It's good they're both still facing in the right direction after that. Could have been much, much worse. I've seen it much, much worse on this game. They've not really got any front wing damage either.
Now we can see if Joaz can hold the DRS.
Yeah.
Right? No, I don't think he will. I think he's about to fall out of it at this corner.
I think that was sort of a now or never move. If he didn't do it then, he never was going to. And that's probably what was in his mind.
So now there's not much left to watch. Bobby Lyons has an 8-second gap to Kart Racer. He gained time with the staying out.
I don't know what the gap was before.
I feel like it was more like 4 seconds. Joaz actually got DRS and is in range.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, he does.
He's got to work on building it back up to try to get to P4. If these two also go quick enough, they could catch Zanatatos for P3.
So, Joaz staying in there on the back of Jamie. Although Polos also getting involved. He's saying, hello, I'm here. Don't forget about me.
Yeah.
Joaz is right on the edge of this DRS boundary. Now is where the track limit violation penalties are starting to come in for these drivers. Hyrox next to fall victim of the white lines. Bobby Lyons 1:35.6. Joaz now has fallen out of the DRS of Jamie, which could open a gap for the Alpine behind him. Although the gap is 7/10. It's not really an overtaking gap. Definitely a good gap though to gain. Although Joaz is finding himself back within 1 second. So up into turn 4. The McLaren!
Paulos has just thrown away everything. He's probably shot those tires as well.
Yeah, so
That
lost
was
about a second there.
That was a moment for sure.
It was.
What just happened there? How low is his brake by? His rear's just locked up and he slid.
Yeah, so damage to his retires as well. He is slowly gaining that time back up. Joaz is, he either needs to be within 1 second or not. He needs to decide because it keeps fluctuating here. He's back outside of the 1 second gap. So down here he will not have DRS. Final season of GFRL DRS, probably. In season 13, we say goodbye to DRS because of the GFRL regulation change. Totally GFRL, not F1. Bobby Lyons keeps smashing in those fastest laps.
Kart Racer was putting him in recently. Now it's Kart Racer responds with his own fastest lap, and then Jamie Dodger gets track limits. Oh no, that's gonna make things interesting.
It will. He's got 6 laps to try and extend a 3-second gap to the McLaren of Joaz, who I'm sure will have 1 or 2 investigations put upon himself by the stewards. So he may get P4 off track, but he could lose it again. It depends what the stewards think about the Jamie Joaz move. Jamie Joaz move. What a name that is.
I was about to say that rhymes, and then I realized it doesn't.
It should be allowed to rhyme. It feels like
It's an alliteration.
Yeah, Jamie Joaz. That's great. This race.
All right, Paulos is back in the DRS. The real question here is, can Jamie not lose his piece? If he falls below Joaz, will he also fall to Paulos? Will Paulos get by? There's a dilemma here. He could lose 2 spots.
Yeah, I mean, Jamie is slowly increasing that gap, so I think by the end of the race, he will be okay. The gap is 1.9. It is going up pretty quickly. Bobby, once again with the fastest lap, it's like a time trial. You have to improve every single time round. Car Tracer goes even quicker. Tatos is next with the 133.5. It's like qualifying this. Jamie, no, ruins the chain. The top 3 all going at it with the fastest laps. Paulos is very close here. Oh no, not as close as I thought to Joaz. He'll have a move though, maybe. Up into turn 4. Through turn 2, can he keep it clean? Through turn 3, trick shot at his left. I don't have him added as a friend. Which means Jamie Dodger may have to open the pause menu to re-invite him. So maybe.
He will not be doing that anytime soon. Wait, who is it that disconnected?
Trick shot. P10.
It's the top 4 users are all PlayStation.
I think the majority of this league is PlayStation. It was an original PlayStation.
It shows its old roots, which was originally PlayStation only.
Yeah. So, Bobby is going again. Will Car Tracer go again? No.
Nah. 133.0. Wait, what? Hold up. I'm gonna look at something here. Bobby Line's last lap set
Jamie Dodger gets the fastest lap, so he is within outside the range of 3 seconds to Joaz. Paulos here, very close to Joaz once again, going to turn 1. He goes for a move on the inside. There is contact into the side pod of the McLaren.
Bit argy-bargy.
No damage by the looks of it. And Joaz pushes Paulos off the track there. That will be a move to be investigated by the stewards into turn 4. The Alpine doesn't do anything. But that move from Joaz maybe stopped the Alpine getting past him up into turn 4. The McLaren is sticking his elbows out today. He wants every position he can. What do you think of that move? Penalty worthy or not?
Wow, I don't know. I felt like it was kind of like they were both giving each other the shoulder. You know, Paulos kind of pushed him into turn 1. Joaz showed him the cold shoulder exiting turn 3.
Tatos, no.
Oh, no. I don't have him added either.
No, neither do I. He's back. Bobby's just going lap after lap after lap after lap after lap after lap with these fastest laps. So Tatos has lost quite a bit of time to Jamie. That's given Jamie a bit of an advantage, especially as he's just got the fastest lap. A bit of inspiration maybe. Paulos here into turn 1. Oh no, he won't go for it again. Maybe up into turn 4. He can try and spike some bench. No battery. Yeah, good point.
Oh, Joaz, interesting line. Oh, never mind, that was good. This is gonna go down to the wire. Let me look at the warnings on both of these two.
Be interesting to see, yeah. Sort of in a
Joaz
sandwich.
has a warning. Wait. Joaz has 2 warnings.
Whoa.
He's 1 away from a pen. And who's he going up against? Jamie? Jamie... Oh yeah, no. Jamie has the penalty. Who's he going up against again? Why am I blanking? Oh yeah, Paulos. What does Paulos have? Paulos has 2 warnings. They're both 1 strike away from disaster. Bobby Lyons is just turning it up, man.
He is not messing around. Kart Racer is also knocking in the
Not
fastest
messing around.
lap. The tire, you'd think
But
they'll be slowing down because their tyres will be wearing, but they just keep speeding up. Jammy's really close to Tatos here. This is almost unfair. Paulos is close.
Back in. He is racing now. I think he probably just got back to his car, but the damage has been done. Now Jamie Dodger's DRS.
Paulos is close to Joaz. Can he make a move up turn 4 as we exit turn 3? DRS is open for the Alpine. The gap is not close enough for a move into turn 4. The Alpine will want to get the move done eventually, I'm sure, at some point. Paulos with a 3-second time penalty.
That's game. That's game.
Game, set and match, unless Joaz finds himself in the penalty position himself, which, don't forget, the stewards could be involved after the race.
He also got another warning immediately after that for cutting a corner.
Thing is with Paulos now, he now has two warnings available where he can go off the track, so he can pick and choose them wisely. By the end of the race, you can always use them to your advantage. Somewhat. With a look at Jammy here.
Also attempts to try to trick Joaz into making his own mistake.
Two really close battles here. Jammy on the back of Tatos. Paulos on the back of Joaz. I'm going to have to keep a keen eye on both gaps. It doesn't look like Jammy's gaining on Tatos too much. What about Paulos on Joaz? DRS is open, the gap is 8/10. And I don't think this will be a battle going into turn 1, nor do I think it'll be a battle going into turn 4. A bit hesitant on the steering there from Paulos going into turn 1. Jammy's nearly back outside of the 1 second zone of Tatos. 9/10 precisely is the gap there, and Paulos almost feels like he's hanging on for dear life. That's what happens when you have overtaken Navel going out of the corner. Get a bit slidey. Phantom has gained on High Rocks. It's another gap to keep a stern eye on. Joaz here, bending for all he's got. As long as he doesn't go off the track again, as far as the race is concerned, without post-race stewarding, he will have P5 on the track. Same goes for Tatos. Jammy Dodger is very close to him. 5/10 is the gap. Healthy battery for the Red Bull. Not so healthy for the McLaren. This could be really interesting as we go into turn 1.
Waiting to be used.
Almost like he has been waiting for this moment. Has he been conserving the battery for a potential overtake? DRS is enabled. He is burning the battery. A 6/10 gap is really big as we go into the final lap of the race. Does the Red Bull go for a move into turn 1? He doesn't. But turn 4 is always an option. He's still got plenty of battery left to use, but he makes a mistake out of turn 2. And that may be his podium dream here. Over and done with. Tatos can maybe breathe a bit of a sigh of relief. Not over with Paulos, or maybe it is. He is further back in P6. Phantom drops back from High Rocks. So it will be interesting now. Can Jammy Dodger make a move potentially into turn 11 as long as he stays close? Paulos, another 3-second time penalty. That's definitely his race done with Joaz. Joaz can maybe breathe a bit more of a sigh of relief. Jammy a bit squirrely out of turn 10. He's gaining into turn 11, you know. He's pretty close. 2/10. If he can keep this gap going into turn 14, maybe he has a chance, but we'll catch it
this
then.
is interesting.
Will he go for a move on the inside? No, he won't. Let's cut back to Bobby. He led ever since the pit stops to the slicks. He will cross the line and win here in Bahrain. Round 1 is his. He wins the new race of the new season. Jammy's going for it on the inside. He doesn't get it. Kart Racer finishes second on track. Tatos will cross the line in the final podium position. Jamie will have to make do for P4. Joaz will finish 5th after constant pressure from Paulos, who ends up getting 6 seconds of time penalties. Not good for him. He finishes P6. Eventually retires.
What happened to Paulos? He retired from the session.
That'll be reinstated. Phantom Fox overtakes Hyrox purely based on track limit penalties. Yeah, Paulos will be reinstated to P6, I assume. Ongiak Tex crosses the line, and that's the race done. Interesting. There is the podium. I do not know why a virtual safety car popped up on the screen then. There is your accolades. And here is your final order. Bobby Lyons comes out victory. He takes P1. Cartrace P2. Tatos in the McLaren takes a final spot on the podium. Jamie P4. Giles P5. Phantom P6. Hyrox P7. Ongiak Tex P8. Paulos P9 after them 6 seconds of time penalties. Trick Shot finishes P10. Jeremy and Arctag. I think they're in their eye most of the race. I do not know if they will be pointed. Aubrey finishes dead last. So an awful race from him. DNFing immediately on the first lap. Not what he would have wanted.
Wonder how that happened.
Export the session results and we'll go to the post-race screen. Yeah, we can pretty much talk about what we want now. Talk about anything. You're going. Okay. Au revoir. It's Aubrey gone. That is Aubrey gone. She left with me, I guess. I mean, I don't really have anything to say on that race. It was a pretty good race in the end. Wet to dry in Bahrain. So, yeah, good opening race of the season, if you ask me. Hopefully that sets the standard for the rest of the season. Hopefully in the rest of the season we'll have a few more drivers turning up. If we have a full grid with that kind of racing, that will definitely be an entertaining one. Round 2 is next week. Let me have a quick look at the track. We are at next week. Look at the season 12 calendar. It is Netherlands, the Dutch Grand Prix. That'll be an interesting one. Interesting to see the turnout of that race for sure. But for now, it's until then. I'll see you this time next week. Same time, same place. Au revoir.